right. Hello to all the listeners out there, and welcome to another edition of the Too Much Show. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2020, and I am your host, MT, and with me is my co host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. And I guess I do our other co-host, Zeus the Truth. You can find us on Spotify, wherever streaming platforms are, Apple, all that good stuff. Also, you can watch the show live here and on Periscope under the page The Real MT20. So let's get it in.
Absolutely. All right, so first off, as you all know, on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk about real people. You can also catch us on Twitter for our uncensored content at Too Much Show, TOOMUCHSHO.
Oh yeah,
We
one
got
more thing too, something new too. We just did. We're about to be live on YouTube too, so you get to watch the playbacks on YouTube.
Yeah, well, our last episode is already up there, so we're good to go. We
Check it
are
out.
we,
Give it a click. Give it a listen. Tell your friends. Tell your
exactly.
homies. Tell your mama. Tell your girl.
Exactly. So we're just trying to flood everything right now. So the title of today's show is called "Not Another One." Not another one. And so, two things. First off, is obviously the Trey Songz controversy, which we will get into. And when we say not another one, not another song that Jay-Z has released, and of course, people have taken the opportunity to hate on it, not like it, try to tear it down, etc. Uh,
Niggas don't
yeah,
want substance. Niggas don't want substance.
of course they don't. So this is just a show, obviously, that we give you all throughout the week. Just give you some content in between our shows, our actual shows that we do on Sunday, and we just grab a few topics that may not make the cut for Sunday's show.
Yep.
So with that being said, Mr. Jones, well, let me just get everybody up to speed. So Trey Songz, there was a podcast called No Jumper, and there was a young lady on there named Selena Powell, and she brought her friend up there. Her friend basically went into details about some of the things that she would do with famous rappers, entertainers, ball players, everything like that sexually. And one of the things that stood out and is now gaining traction on social media is she said that Trey Songz basically held her against her will. And she was like, I'm just used to being treated like shit. So I just didn't think anything of it, but I just figured I'd talk about it. So basically, the details of it were her and Trey did their thing. She went into the bathroom to wash herself off. She was washing come off her face, is what she said. And then Trey Songz told her to get into the bathtub. So she got into the bathtub and he peed on her. And she said that basically, hey, like, I'm not the first female that has said this. Like, most of the women that come encounter with him say that that he pees on them. Like, he has a fetish for peeing on women, giving golden showers. So when she tried to leave, because she was like, all right, I'm done, I'm ready to go, we had our fun, he basically grabbed her keys, he grabbed her phone and her wallet and held it over the balcony and was like, I'll drop this mother effer. And she was like, nah, like, you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill. And he was just like, nah, F that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, I will drop your I'll drop your wallet and your phone over the balcony if you don't do what I say. So she just said that she was very aggressive. So then that led to social media pulling up old interviews, one by Keke Palmer. And I think it was when Trey Songz and Fabulous did the remix to a song. They did some video. Keke Palmer didn't want to be filmed. And she said that she was hiding in the closet because Trey got very aggressive with her. So, with that being said, also BB Rexa came out and said that Trey basically cornered her when they were at a wedding and tried to force himself upon her. So, Mr. Jones, what do you make of all this?
Surprise? No.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy? Yes. But let me ask you this: what was the time period of all this? Was it like during his like 2010 run?
Yeah, the Keke Palmer thing was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, And then I don't know when the BB Rexa thing was. I think her interview came out somewhere around that time as well.
I mean, to dive in it kind of psychologically. I mean, it's almost like a complex that, like,
Hold on.
I have.
Oh,
Uh,
hold on. You were freezing. You were freezing. Hold on.
uh,
You okay now?
all
Thinking
right.
that you are.
Yeah, it look. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We both good. All right. So, what's going on is, like, I just think it's a psychological thing, man. It's one of them things is he know he has the position of power, and he just uses it and abuses it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how childhood is and
Mm-hmm.
everything, but to have a fetish or something like just pissing on people, you had somewhat of a bad childhood, man. You took some whoopings, sexual misconduct towards yourself. Something happened for him to be addicted to just pissing on women. It's a power thing,
Mm-hmm.
man. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what you would get off with that other than like I dominate you and you my slave.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really don't
Now,
get.
yeah.
I mean,
Now, here's the thing. I've urinated on a few women. I've given some golden showers, just to let the viewers know.
oh my
However,
God, April showers and
yeah,
May flowers. I got you.
yeah, I have. But it was. I mean, it's been one of those where it was kind of like at their request. It was just like, hey, let's just try something different. Me, it didn't really do anything for me. I didn't say, oh my gosh, like I have to pee on women. Like that. That's what I'm gonna do right now to feel complete. If I don't piss on somebody, I don't feel complete. So I didn't really feel like that. So with that being said, I mean, it was.
But when he did it though, was it a good feeling? Was it a release?
I mean, it's always a good release when you piss, but it was just one of those where I mean, I did
I'd be weirded
obviously.
out.
I mean, I'm not even weirded out because I mean, obviously they were in the bathtub, and I just felt. How can I put? I just felt dominant. You get what I'm saying? So it was nothing.
That's the thing. It's
Hold
the
on, let's see who we got here.
power.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it is. Who do we have here?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's going on? How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, this Friday, I can't complain.
No
You
problem,
look
sir.
like
So first,
you had a remote location in the islands back there, bruh.
Hey,
I
man,
know.
I try to get away sometimes, with all this madness that's going on in the world today. Try to get away.
I tell you, like the claw from Inspector Gadget, bruh. I don't know who you are.
I know. I was about to say, man, you ain't got no light. Cut the light on,
Oh,
man.
the
Let the
light
people
messed
see
up.
you. Yeah,
Dave Chappelle, you want to see my face?
exactly. Oh, Clayton Bigsby out here.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay.
Oh
All
my
right, there we
God.
go. All right, man. All right, cool. All right, so appreciate you, man, jumping on. So first of all, introduce yourself and introduce what you have going on your IG and your Facebook. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, so just let the people know what you do.
No, man, yeah, no problem. I got my name is first off, my name is Bernard. I got B Michael Media going on, and okay, so you got Toten on the show.
Huh?
Got Toten on the show. I'm bad. Huh?
Yeah, no,
I saw
it's
you
all
bring
good
it.
now.
Oh, okay. I was just, I didn't know. I was hiding my shit, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, no. Anyway, my name's Bernard. I got B Michael Media going on right now. Um, I do videography, photography, video editing for.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few comedians that I do skits for,
That's what's
as
up.
well as another comedian. My sister has a YouTube show called Meet the Foods. So
Okay.
yeah, if y'all want to see that, y'all can check that out on YouTube. Um, as well as I have a sneaker page that I do on IG called Footloose. So
Okay. Now, what is that?
sneaker page is more so information about sneakers, sneakers that I prefer, my preference. I don't really sell sneakers, but if people, they looking for certain kind of unicorns, I'll try to help them out because I've been in the sneaker game for a long time. So I try to
Okay.
help people out so they don't waste their money and get robbed. Yeah, it's crazy out there in that sneaker world, man. So
Okay.
I try to help people out as that aspect. But yeah, no, it's just my preference for sneakers.
Okay.
Try to keep that old school mixed with the new school. You know, you got new things
Got it.
coming out as well as I don't know if y'all are sneakerheads, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, before we get into the next topic at hand, we were just finishing up this whole Trey Songz thing, and to me, I mean, just to finish my point, it's a big deal that three different women who don't hang out with each other have all said something similar about Trey being aggressive, Trey forcing himself on them, you know, trying to influence them to do something that they didn't want to do. And I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, remember at one point this guy was being compared to R. Kelly, and now we're starting to see the similarities between him and R. Kelly.
You pissing on women and you forcing yourself. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds like Robert Kelly. Yeah, that sounds like Robert Kelly activity to me.
I tell you, Trey Songz might as well remix that John Marry the Pussy, his version. Try to tell you, that shit be fire. That shit be fire.
That's crazy. I haven't heard too much about the Trey Songz scandal, but I didn't think Trey Songz was a guy that had to, you know, force himself on the women. I think all women fucking Trey Songz.
Yeah, and see, and that's another thing too. Like, yeah, it's that. How can I put it? It's because I have that power. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm learning too. Because it's like it's a lot of guys who have money. It's a lot of guys who are singers, and they get caught up with these things. And it's because they're not used to hearing the word no. They're used to getting what they want, and for them, it's gratification when they're able to just force their way or tell people, you know what I'm saying, what to do or, you know, things like that. And to me, it shouldn't be like that. Like if somebody says, no, nah, I'm cool, I'm ready to go, then that's just what it is.
Right.
You know how big the Earth population is?
Exactly.
Yeah. So even with this woman who came out of them, what's up, Chris? We appreciate you joining in, sir. Like even with this woman, like she said that she lived, I think, like 3 floors below him or something. She was staying in the same building as him or something like that. Like my thing is, you got your rocks off. Let her go back to her room or her home or wherever. Bro, you can literally go and stand out on the sidewalk, and I guarantee you within 10 minutes, a chick be walking down the street. Oh man, you Trey Songz. Yeah. You want to come up to my apartment with me? Boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't get it. I don't get why these guys jeopardize their money, their fame, and things like that just so they can control someone or be able to dominate someone.
Like I said, I'm not shocked, but at the same time, when I first see that Trey Songz had a scandal, I ain't gonna lie. The first thing that crossed my mind is, oh, what dude is it?
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Got a little fake Tay-Rock situation going on. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you battle rap fans. So this was a trade. Yeah. I thought it was one of them moves, but nah.
I still can't believe that though. Scandal? That's wild.
Yeah, no, it is, man. It's a lot going on, but no, man. So we'll get to so we'll get to the subject at hand. You know, first of all, appreciate you joining the podcast, and for the people that don't know, so on Too Much Show official page and on the debate group, we posted a meme, and the meme basically says, "Who would be the weak link out of these individuals?" So it had Drake. It had Nicki Minaj, it had Andre 3000, and it had Kendrick Lamar. And so my consensus told me that Drake would be the weak link. Mr. Jones feels like it would be who? Drake, correct?
Because somebody got to do the hook.
Yep, somebody got to do the hook on that song. So Drake.
But that's respect, though. Y'all thinking that's a diss, but dog, who could?
Hold on.
He was referring to Captain Hook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. B. Michael said, you know, I'm crazy. I'm tripping right now. So, you know, who did you say would be the weak link? You said Nicki Minaj, correct?
Yes.
Why do you think it's Nicki?
And this is no disrespect to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is now that she's on her own, Nicki Minaj is definitely, and you see her talent. She's an amazing writer. Her metaphors on point. Like, everything is just sharp.
Okay.
But when it comes to when you put her in the mix with those three other guys, it's almost like what are, what are we really debating? Because okay, you got Andre 3000. I would say he has like a shorter list,
Mm-hmm.
and he's older. A lot of people might like the newer generation might not really know about Andre 3000.
That's true.
So if you were to say Andre, I get it, but let's not forget the that guy's penmanship. Like Andre's penmanship is amazing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got Kendrick Lamar. Granted, he hasn't put anything out since Damn, but that's an artist right there. I got picked up on Kendrick Lamar in 2008 when he did Brick and Mortar with Busta Rhymes.
You forgot about the Black Panther soundtrack, brother, but that's another story. Go ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was after Damn. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really count that one because that's not really his work.
It was more of a TDE project.
Yeah, it was a TDE
Right,
project,
right.
but
Right.
I mean, but he executive produced it, so I'll give him the credit.
Right. But and then we got Drake. Now I'm not a Drake fan by no means, but it's just when you try to dislike that guy, it's like, oh, that was hard. It's like, and I can't because I've been in love with hip hop since I was 8 years old. My first album I ever heard was Redman.
Okay.
Grandmother took me listen to Redman at 8, and it was like
The original Ludacris.
exactly. And yeah, so I've been in love with hip hop for a minute. So it's like no matter personally if I like or dislike you, if you got a craft and it's showing, like your love for the game and your love for the art is just bleeding through, I can't deny it. I just really can't. But was that over Andre Kendrick? Yeah, Andre Kendrick and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to compared to them, it's almost like, I'm going off mostly work. I get it.
Here we go.
Here
Here we go. I'm sorry, real quick. Big Sosa jumped on saying, y'all need to stop this madness. Drake washed Kendrick twice. When did he wash him, Big Sosa? Please post it in the
comments. I can't agree.
Yeah,
Come on,
and bro Zeus.
Come on, Dominican Poppy. Come on, David Ortiz. What my man gonna say? Talking about Washington.
Exactly.
All right, but first of all, you said three other men.
Yeah,
Nicki
go
was
ahead,
already on the song with three other men that had a bigger stature than them, probably, and she Jack killed it. Dog, she out rapped Jay on the song. That's very, very hard to do.
What we referring to Monster?
Dog,
Yeah,
that's one of
we
the
referring to
That's one of the best features this millennium.
This millennium, I will give you Monster because Monster was definitely dope. She definitely watched everybody on the song.
Well, can you give her when the Young Money song came out with everybody on the Young Money that she had the best verse on there and she gave the best value to?
Bad Rock?
Yeah, but we talking about Bad Rock?
Yes.
No, I can't give her the best verse on Bad Rock.
I can't give the best verse on Bad Rock.
Bad Rock. Damn. See, I'm gonna have to say Drake again.
Nah.
I love your sushi roll hotter than wasabi. I love the shake and bake Ricky Bobby. Drake's shit was more wittier. But it was definitely wittier, but it was tough. I mean, Nicki had a fire verse, but here's the difference, and this is why when I say who's the weak link, it's because even if we dismiss, what happened back then, and we dismiss Monster and everything, Nicki is killing stuff now. Lyrically. You know what I'm saying?
She made me listen to a 6ix9ine song more than once.
Exactly. Yeah. So at the she did. She killed that verse.
That's very hard for me to do.
Yeah, she killed the ASAP Ferg song. She killed the ASAP Ferg song. Yeah. So to me, Nicki Minaj is just one of those individuals that I think that, first of all, she doesn't get the respect that she deserves. And the thing is, we're comparing her to men because there are no female rappers to like really compare her to.
Oh,
Like think about it.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I think you said that backwards. I think you meant to say we compare her to men because when she was making a run, there was no female rappers to compare her to.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Specify that.
yeah, there was
Specify
no
that.
female. Yeah, there was no female rappers to compare her to. So at the end of the day, it's like Nicki literally out here battling against dudes for the top spot,
And winning
she's
though. And
murdering.
winning.
Yeah, and winning. So I just think that to call her the weak link. Now, here's the thing: you could say Andre 3 Stacks. I can agree with you on that, just for the sole fact of Generation Z is not going to get. But here's the thing: Generation Z ain't gonna give a damn about Andre 3 Stacks like they would Nicki Minaj. They're not.
They're not. Yeah, you're right.
They're not. But if we had a track with all four of them, Drake is probably going to do the hook. Which,
Oh shit!
I mean, obviously the hook is important.
That's why I keep saying.
Hey, look,
It
MG,
is.
I ain't
White
even gonna lie
multiple.
to you. I'm about to just have an asshole moment. I didn't know that we had a fucking another Michael in this bitch. Okay, now I just wanted to make that known.
No,
Just looking
that's
at
his
your
middle
name.
name. I think that's his
This
middle
is middle
name.
name?
I think that's his middle name.
Well, I
Yeah.
still respect it. It's okay. It's still there. You know, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of respect. But nah, I just want to rewind it back a little bit. Just with this. And I'm not sure if you really touched bases on this, but with Nicki Minaj, she brings the whole side of female rap. So for her not to be viable on this track, or the least viable, it's just stupid. I mean, you have females and male barbs that you just said. So
You
with
did.
that being said,
You won. You won.
I'm
You
not.
sure are. You're
I'm
a
not,
bard.
I'm not,
You are a
I'm
bard.
not. I'm not. I ain't lying to you. I can. This can go easily left. Okay, please don't do that because if anything, Queen Radio some shit. She should have responded to some shit, and she ducked out.
Yes.
You know,
But at the
and
same
also
time,
the competition
when
is
she got her
now and
come
where
up,
she is now, but she still has her following. I give her that.
but on her come up though, we gotta be honest. She did kill two legends. She killed Little Kim and she killed Foxy Brown. Let's be honest with that. She killed two legends on her way. But we're going off topic. At the end of the day, when it comes to features, these are the only two options I'm going to
Remy
pick.
too.
She ain't killed Remy.
No,
No.
not with bars.
The industry dead at Remy, okay? They wouldn't let her perform Sheep or make money off her or anything. They killed that song.
At that point, that becomes
the
popularity.
industry killed Remy. I ain't like
Yeah, I
she
mean, it is a
responded and killed
popularity. But the thing is with Nicki,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't say popularity contest with beef.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, Jay-Z would have never lost the knob. To the consensus, I think Jay won personally, but to the consensus, a lot of people pick Nas. Nas was more popular than Jay was.
I think Jay won too, but I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, what you was about to say though? Now you was about to say something. I was trying to see what you was about to say.
Who you talking
about? B Mitch. I can't call him B Michael because
he said B Magic.
B Mitch. It's an abbreviation. Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Now, what you was about to say though, once we was talking, because everybody was rambling at the same time. I know you had a rebuttal from that.
About which topic?
About Nicki?
No, about
I mean, here's what I'll say. Overall, this is what I'm going to say. To say that Nicki Minaj is a weak link, I just can't see it. I can see people not liking Andre 3 Stacks verse, depending on the way he spits it. But overall, to say that Nicki is the weak link, I just can't agree with that. I can't. Nicki is too fire. She is. And she's on a killing spree.
I mean, she is. Nobody's taking that away from her. She would be. Who would you say was the weakest swagger like her?
I wish. Oh my god! I ain't even gonna lie to you. I wish I could just stare down into this camera and just be like, "What you about to say, sir?" Because it's not about to make any sense. But what I can say is the greatest duo on that fucking track would probably be the Drake and Nicki chemistry.
It probably would because they've done tracks together. But at the end of the day, Nikki is just the type that when you have her back up against the wall, she's going to give you her best. You get what I'm saying? Like with Monster, she was just like, look, I'm coming out there. I'm going to give y'all a verse and I'm going to give y'all a serious verse. With Drake, I feel like Drake is comfortable where he's at. He's comfortable with singing a hook. He's comfortable with giving people melodies. So you're
Afrobeat,
not
baby.
yeah. So you're not going to get the best Drake on this track. You're not. He's just going to sit there and give you that, and then sing you a hook, and then boom, that's it.
But now, if that whole song is like that, with everybody harmonizing, using auto tune and loops and all that shit, that shit might be ass because all of them kind of do it in their own separate music.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. I don't think they would
I
do
don't
it
think
now.
they would bring that to the
They
table.
wouldn't do
No,
that.
they
But
wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
let me ask all y'all gentlemen this: why nobody mentioned Kendrick in all of this? Because be honest with you, the person who has the weakest features over history is Kendrick, bro.
That's true. I can agree
I
with
don't
that.
know. I say
And
mean,
no,
but-
hold on,
no,
whoa, 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 whoa.
no. Wind that shit back, Turbo.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, Mr. Jones. Have you heard Kendrick on Holy Key? Let me ask you that.
Yes.
Have you? So you telling me he didn't kill Big Sean on that song?
No.
Yes, he did.
No.
Come on.
I think
Zeus.
he did.
I don't think
Zeus is just being argumentative. You being silly right now. You're silly ass. That's exactly what I'm gonna call you.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it. But far as
You
I
don't
know,
have to. I'm about to play it right now.
go ahead, play that shit.
Hold on.
Man, look.
Now, why you playing that bullshit, right? Now, what I am gonna say is,
Here you go, right here.
Go ahead.
Play with the concept of love and hate. Cause your perspective is less effective and rather fake. The universe and the heavens work in my DNA. Kendrick said, fuck with the earth. That's PSA. The land of the wicked, the foundation of Lucifer's spirit. Walking zombies and spell catchers to pray for forgiveness. Uncle Bobby and Paul June is lost again. The underworld is the fourth dimension my family's in. The big money, the fast
Raw
cars,
Big Sean song. Big Sean did kill this. Raw Big Sean song. Should have played Control.
it's not even that. Nah, we talking about
Kendrick
last
still got the
feature.
best gun on it.
Now, so just me because I'm a great host.
Yep.
Turn that shit off.
Come on, man. Better. It's better.
Come on, turn that shit off. Let me get to my point.
Yeah, let him get to his point.
I'm not. He don't
Now
have
for
a
me,
picture. He
now
don't
for
even
me
have a
being
picture.
a great host, right? Now I can
No,
agree
yeah.
with Kendrick. Now being far as features and the last
Big
features
Sean
that
did not
everybody
have the
came
better
out with.
verse. I'm sorry, Josh. You're
I'm
wrong.
not talking
But
about
go ahead.
that. I'm not
It's
talking
debatable.
about that.
I'm telling
So,
you.
if anything-
you're wrong.
No, listen, Linda. So
It's debatable.
just with this,
Trash.
from the two people that we just named, Andre 3 Stacks and Kendrick or K Dot, their last features, K Dot, yes, he probably killed his last 3 out of 5 features, but 5 out of 5 from Andre 3 Stacks was actually subpar.
Man,
And I think before
Which
then,
one?
his last great
Name
feature
one.
was on
Who are you talking?
Erica
Zeus just
Badu's
talking.
album.
Zeus is just talking. Zeus is just talking.
you forgot about the
Yeah.
T.I. verse the Andre 3000 had?
No. I said last 5 features.
Okay, well, name them. Name them. We need to know so we can reference it, please.
Erica Badu he did was trash?
No, that was his last best one. That I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the last best
That was,
Andre 3 Stacks
that was
verse
like a
I
year or
ever
two ago,
heard.
though.
Exactly. And he had other features with
The
that,
joint
and then they
he
got
just
swept
did
under the
this year
rug.
with Addison Pack. The Addison Pack joint this year he just did.
You like
Tripping,
that?
bro. I love that. You tripping, bro.
Are you serious?
Hear that.
And you actually like
Yes.
the Anderson Paak joint? Because actually he coming
Yes.
out with a new project. I want to say he has a
Yes.
whole project. I was just listening to it the other day, and I was just like, this is just subpar. It got some bars in it, but it's just still subpar. Like it's not the
When we talk about
the
3
greatest
stacks for
bars
the,
that you
we
can
ain't
produce.
talking about Addison Pack though. We ain't talking about Addison Pack. We talking about 3 stacks verse on the Addison Pack song, which he did kill. He did kill
I hear
it.
that.
He did kill that joint.
Look, man, to get
But
back
I
to the
mean,
record, just to get back to the original premise, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let
yes.
Mr. B Michael say his last before, you know what I'm saying, we head out. Well,
B
before he
Mitch.
heads out. Yep, B Mitch. At the end of the day, Nikki is not the weakest.
Well,
Plain and simple. She's not. She's not
This
the
my
weakest.
biggest point. Let me say it while we laugh. I hate the fact that only dudes hate on Nikki. Why is only dudes?
It's a
don't know.
couple of females. I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually,
Ain't many.
it's a number one hater on my page, and I swear to
So
God, I'm gonna get on the page one day. She hates Nikki so much, and I'm just like, young, you never met her, and she actually raps, and I'm just like, literally, please display your content of rap compared to
But
hers. Like
you know
you
why?
are
Because
a
she's a
hater.
female artist. She's a female artist, and Nikki is the one. She was the one
Nah,
for a long time. Not right now,
I'm
but she
not
was
even
the
gonna
one
lie
for a
to you.
long
When
time.
she came out with it within her time, that shit still wouldn't have been it. But everybody, call it the same. She say Chucky dolls or something like that. So I guess when Nikki came out with the barb, she kind of
Oh,
felt
her!
salty.
I know you're talking about. No, I know you're talking
Hey,
about.
listen,
I know you're talking about
hey, listen,
because on Monster, on the low on Monster, she actually took a little shot, but that's another story. I know
Mm.
what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. She did say something
yeah.
slick about that Chucky shit on Monster.
Yeah. Here's what I just want to say. So Josh, he did make a good point. Big Sean's verse was definitely nice, but I'm sorry. I read through the lyrics, listened to it. Big Sean was nice, but I'm telling you, the consensus at that time that this song dropped was that Kendrick just got on there and murdered Big Sean on the track. And
Because
I
he
don't remember.
already did his best feature ever on a big soundtrack. Control,
Yep,
bro.
yep. And I'm just trying to figure out as well, like, did Big Sean ever have Kendrick on another track after that? I don't think he did. I think MA will smash her. Please stop. Stop.
She gotta do a
Stop.
hook. She gotta do
Stop.
a hook. She been
No,
freestyling
I
for
don't.
10 years. She been freestyling for 5 years
MA.
straight.
No.
She been
Stop. Please
freestyling for 5 years straight.
stop.
She can't make a hook. She can't make a hook.
Stop. I'm not even, you know what? I'm sorry I even read that comment. Just stop. Okay.
Rhapsody. That's it.
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, I fuck with
That's
Rhapsody.
it.
Yeah,
Rhapsody's the GOAT. As much as I
so
love Rockstar, MC Light, and all that, Rhapsody solidified herself with her last 3
yeah.
albums, bro.
And right before we
Yeah.
close this out, Josh, let me go ahead and respond to you right now. Kendrick fans think anything he spit is fire. You're right. True Kendrick
I
fans
agree.
do. I'm not a true
Yeah, they be
Kendrick fan.
rapping.
To me, and Kendrick actually mumbles in his rhymes. I actually prefer J. Cole over Kendrick, but in that particular verse, Kendrick killed that shit. He did.
Okay,
And
but
that
what
song, Hold Key.
what
But go ahead,
songs do
B.
y'all deem as bad Kendrick songs? Though?
You said what? Say that again.
What songs are y'all saying are bad Kendrick songs?
It's not even I'm saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that
It's not bad
people,
songs, but I think they're overrated. They're overrated.
yeah, they
A lot of
exactly they
people think
overhype, overrated.
Okay, which ones? Like, give me like two.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
top two overrated Kendrick songs.
so I feel like Love at the end of the day, just Love. I feel like he was mumbling a lot on there. I feel like he was mumbling on that song. The hook, the person who he had featured actually made the song more popular than Kendrick's lyrics.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. Yeah, okay. I give you love is over. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I definitely was thinking Poetic Justice.
No.
Yeah, all right, okay. I give you love.
Well, that was a good Drake feature.
It was a good Drake feature. That's probably it. Hey, look, Big Stokes are like, yes, they named one. Yes.
Nah, yeah,
I tell you, man.
those are songs features that I look to when I'm thinking about Drake jokes that you just like, man, he killed it. Like you just can't deny it, man. He killed it.
Yeah. I give you that, but I mean, over time he did.
But all right,
digress it.
Mr.
He got kind of complacent. But go ahead. Thank you for coming,
I'm just gonna
though,
say,
sir.
B. Mitchell, we appreciate. Yeah, man. Thank you for jumping on, man. It's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they get scared to jump on. We appreciate you, sir. You came representing it. And again, go ahead, plug yourself, man. Throw your IG out there, everything. The shoe plugs, everything.
Everything.
Oh yeah, catch me at Delhi Videography Service. Catch me at B Michael Media on IG, B Michael Media, one word, of course, or at Footloose on IG, and on Facebook, B Spaceship Ward. If y'all just want to shoot the shit.
You already know what it is. You heard him. Make sure you
Oh,
go
and
ahead and
go ahead and check out that YouTube show too, Meet the Fools on YouTube.
For sure.
All right. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
I mean, everyone.
All right. So
It's crazy
yeah.
because
All
now
right,
we
so
have this conversation. I'm leaning more towards Kendrick.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can lead towards Kendrick too, especially if we going but the thing is you
But
know what it
Nicki is
is,
out
what
the
I think.
question.
Yeah, Nikki is
That's
definitely
why
out of the question. You can't just pick on
that's
her because she's the only female there. So at the end of the day, I just think me personally, yeah, it could be Kendrick. That could be the weak link in there. It could. But I mean, just to get to the next subject, the next, I guess, content that we're going to talk about, Jay-Z and Pharrell released a new song called Entrepreneur. And first of all, dope visuals. Y'all made me give Kendrick a second look. Yeah, that's true. But just to get back to the Jay-Z and Pharrell, it's called Entrepreneur. It's a great concept, and that's what I'm saying. It's a great concept. They do have a music video out for it, and I love it. I absolutely love the video. And for those of y'all that don't know, Ho sat there and I know he took out a newspaper article where he supported multiple black businesses. I think it was like 20 plus black owned businesses and things like that for people to go and support. And then it seems like he put those same businesses in this music video for the people to have a visual and everything. Definitely fire. So before I even get into the Twitter outrage or the social media outrage over it, and I'll
my
explain
outrage.
the outrage came over it.
I said his outrage.
That's fine, but hold on. But before we get to that, what did you all think about the song, gentlemen?
Ass.
I liked it. I liked the lyrics on there. It was food for thought. Now,
Food for
as far as
thought.
the song,
If you want to go into a poetry session and go ahead and stop your fingers, I'm all down for it. But for a fucking song, no. Nah, I'm good. You could have
Ho versus
passed.
Rock.
You could have
Ho saved
passed.
the song. Now, for real, with all the whispering and stuff,
I
like
think this
I
was
was
a
like,
waste. This was a waste of time and energy. Like it had great meaning, but it could have been done way better.
of course, it's the worst one they ever had. Listen to their track record over the years. Excuse me, Miss Allure. I know. Like they always made great music together. It just seemed like this one fell a little short. Now, if you listen to the lyrics and get the concept of the song, it's a great song. But we
Yeah,
talking about the execution and everything behind it. Yes, it was borderline trash. The reason I won't call it trash because, like I said, literally, Hove
because
saved
of
the
the
song.
content, because of the
Hove,
content and what he did in
Hove
this
first.
record.
Yes, he saved the song, bro.
Please, please. I'm about to say, what was it? What was the favorite bar that I like? It wasn't even a bar. It was just more of like how he transitioned his flow
One
into.
One thing that did stand out to me was like when he said get a shelf, stack a shelf till you own the shelf or something like that. That was fire.
That was
Because
one.
it's motivation, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. I think MT post probably the bar on there, the bars
I
on
believe
there.
he did. I believe he did. I think he came out with the video and then actually displayed the subtitles with the lyrics and everything. But it was. I mean, only thing for me, and I hate to say it, but when we gain knowledge in lyrics, we don't appreciate it as much as we appreciate someone that give us subpar shit. Like we call this subpar because we know they could have gave us more. But
Mhm.
in the perfect world, if it was something more derogatory or provocatory or a little bit more, I guess, scaled down
Lacking
from the
something.
class, lacking substance,
Mhm.
yeah, we would have liked it.
Are you
Maybe you would
done?
have threw it in a COVID-19 bar. That would have been dope.
Trust
Are
me,
you
I
done?
like singing. Trust me, I like singing for real, but this wasn't the one singing for real should have been on. That's the problem. For real
No,
execution
it's
was
not.
not that great.
It wasn't. He was whispering in the song and everything. The video, I think, is better. The song, obviously, that I have the visuals in my mind now, I'll probably listen to the song a little bit more. But I had to step away for a second, you all, and refill my drink because I knew that Zeus would say something to piss me off. He is the definition of a brother, a sibling. He knows how to get under my skin. He knows what makes me tick.
Yes, I
And
do.
that's right. And he knows how to piss me off. Love him to death, but I knew he was going to say some shit that was going to piss me off. So first off, salute to Give Me Beyonce on a Hook, Take Pharrell Off. I can agree with that. I definitely can. The song itself, I was just like, but the whole concept of it, I love it. So first off, let me just talk about the outrage that social media had. Jay-Z was the same one that made a song about Tom Ford. He talked about popping Cristal back in the day and wearing Rollies and wearing Gucci and all that. Now he's saying to wear FUBU. So first off,
Whoa, that was a silent scream.
yeah, first off, you fucking idiots, okay? If you listen to the bar, okay, and I have the bar right here. I do. I have it for you.
I'm
made
shaking.
sure I checked it.
I'm shaking.
He
This
said,
pisses me off.
yep, he says lies told to you through YouTubes and Hulus, shows with no hues that look like you
Like
do.
you. I'm through.
Black
Hey,
Twitter, what's that? When Jack gets paid, do you? For everyone Gucci, support two FUBUs. So all he's saying is you can support, you can support the other brands by other races or whites or whoever else, but for the quote unquote
Whoa,
succeed as the people.
you froze a little.
So
Everyone.
first off,
rewind that song back real quick.
that's fine.
MT.
All right. So basically, for every one non-black business that you support the black business double that. So which is why I'm going to take the time. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He does have a tequila. I search far and low for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting up pictures after the show. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Absolutely.
Me too.
And I told you, sir, it's always floating in my neighborhood. Okay, just because you got the shortage, I just want to throw that out there.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, guess what? Unfortunately, here's the thing. I had to go somewhere where Black lives didn't matter. I had to go to a predominantly white area, and I knew I'd find it. They had plenty of it on the show. Plenty.
That's fucked up. Hey,
yeah.
Make sure if you're in a DMV, mess with Zeus. Always mess with Lex. He got 2 locations. It's one. You know what one at in the DC. I only had to talk to my DC natives, but also get to the other one. Make sure you join his page. Lax gets all the cheapest deals. Okay, I'm not doing no promotion until he give me the promo. But other than that, that's the quickest promotion I can give it to you. Because he did put me on. And he said, "Hey, I got it, man." I was like, "All right, bad. I'm going to come down there," and that's how I got my bottle.
Dope. But yeah, so the thing is, here's the thing, people. If I judged a lot of you all by what you said 10 to 15 years ago and held you back because of that, a lot of you all wouldn't be in the positions that you are today. A lot of you all wouldn't be homeowners.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't if you judged us by what we said 10 to 15 years ago. But the whole purpose of things is to grow. It's the whole part of life is to evolve, elevate, things like that. Yeah, back in the 90s when FUBU was popping, no, Jay-Z wasn't wearing it. He was talking about popping Cristal and all of that, but he was giving the people, I guess, what they wanted to hear. But as time went on, and yes, he did come out on Magna Carta Holy Grail with a song called Tom Ford. But I have to be honest, just like a lot of these brands do, they reach out to these artists and they say, here, we're going to send you this merchandise and I'm going to pay you, X amount of dollars to do this song. Just make it catchy.
Exactly. That's like one of the old worst songs.
It is. But even like, and I hate to, Mr. Jones, I'm sorry. I hate to make your ears cringe with this.
Man,
but
fuck all
like,
that.
Hold on, listen. Hold on. Let me just say this.
How
6ix9ine got sued by Fashion Nova.
Nah. Fuck all that. let's go back to Jay-Z and his FUBU shit. All right, nigga, this is the same nigga that was out here wearing dress suits and shit, though he was running a mob on Reasonable Doubts. Then he got on a fucking boat, do some cheesy ass shit, got UGK on that shit. And them niggas didn't even want to be a part of it. But it was commercialized because Dame Dash was with it, and he was all down for it. And then this whole style was whatever is going on the float. And then when he got into the woven shirts, you know, button down, beach cruiser shorts and sandals, everybody thought he was lame. So let's not talk about trends and what the trends are. Let's talk about the lyrics and what it really means. If that makes sense. Because I think people take the lyrics from the fashion and they go into, oh, well, this nigga was wearing FUBU. He was in support of the FUBU. Or he wasn't wearing FUBU and yada, yada, yada. No. Go deeper in the definition of the lyrics. People are so quick to hop on just the thing that cling to it or the supporting subject of the sentence.
But I mean,
instead of the whole thing.
What's new about this? People have been saying this about Hov since the Black Album.
Yep.
It was before the Black Album.
Well, the Black Album was officially said, well, I bowed out, and that's when he first started talking about, you know, owning stuff and all of that stuff. But I mean, at the same time, though, throughout of it, it's not like he was being a hypocrite, though. He had his armor deal. Did everybody support it? No. He had Rockaware. Did everybody support it? No. Nope. He had S-Dots. Him and 50 Cent was in a commercial together, the first two rappers to ever be signed to a shoe deal. Did anybody buy a pair of S-Dots? Not many.
I bought one.
Not many.
I'm sorry. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some jumps that dry crack. I ain't gonna. Like, you know, you go. It wasn't even like the actual sports shoes. It was like the casual shoes, and I had bought those. Yeah, there was like the fake Prada looking boot Jones. I bought those to go in the club one day because I had on Jordans, but it's okay. But anyway, that being said, do you think? Oh, can you agree with this? Like when you think about Jay-Z, and like I said about all these trends, and I'm saying this for a reason, because you can always grow and move different.
Of course you
can. Grow, you know, into yourself. And this is where he is now.
Of course it is.
So like his content that he's giving you double entendres. He wants you to just go ahead and decipher it yourself. He actually maybe just trying to give you a little bit of game within his knowledge. But you're just going to take the simple thing out of it. I think that's why he raps.
Of course. What the thing is, he's been like that for I can't tell you how long. Like basically, forever. Yeah, since he came out. But the thing is, what I've learned is people don't like growth. People want you to stick to the same you and all of that. Yes, he did a song called Tom Ford and everything, which I'm sure he got a nice bag for. But at the end of the day, he had to
because they put no effort in making it great, really.
But can you think about Tom Ford though? You got to think about Tom Ford. Think about Rick Ross, and he was like, you know, I think I'm Big Meech.
Yeah.
Take that and elevate it. That's Tom Ford. Okay.
I get.
So
So you're
trying to tell me the song is not trash?
No, the song is ttrash. It's not one of my favorites.
Okay. That's all I'm
not going to agree with that.
I ain't get to the concept and all that stuff.
But think about it.
Nobody would never get what Magna Carta is. Not
nobody ever get that. Earth, nobody ever get that.
A very few percent of the planet Earth gets the meaning behind Magna Carta in the song selection.
All right, well, go ahead. Magna Carta, talk about it now. What is the Magna Carta?
Well, Magna Carta was pretty much one of the ships that Columbus rode when he supposedly discovered America and all that stuff. And a lot of it too has to do with art because he does say some things about art in there too. I will have to do a deep dive and give you a bigger explanation Sunday, but yeah, a lot of it has to do with like the history of America and all that stuff and all the hate and everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like songs like "Fuck Up the World" has like great meanings to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
The Tom Ford was a bag, okay?
Yeah, that's all it was. It was a bag. But like I said, at the end of the day, I completely understand what Jay-Z is saying. Look, support black business. If you buy black, boom. Like, yes, you can buy other things, but just make sure you buy black as well and help uplift our community. So overall, like I said, the concept of the song, the lyrics in the song, to me, I love them.
I swear to
Now,
God, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to buy black young, but at the end of the day, I'm going to buy correct. Okay, I support my black people, but sometimes that shit just be iggy.
mhm.
Um,
Tell the truth.
I can have my white brother. If I need to say it like that, tease his own. You know what I'm saying?
Zeus
He
has
can
had.
be
I just want to
he.
tell everybody.
Nah,
Hold on.
seriously.
First of all,
He
no,
can.
hold on, hold on,
Nah,
hold
no,
on.
no,
I
no.
just want to
Let
go
me
ahead.
finish.
Go
Let
ahead,
me
finish your
finish.
thought, and then I'll
Let me
say what I'm
finish.
going to say. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna make it quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Okay,
make
go
it
ahead.
less than 30 seconds. So I can just go ahead and have somebody else supporting me and then giving me, a better criteria versus me
Mhm,
supporting, black businesses when it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I call bullshit when it's always bullshit, and that's for any and everybody. So just
mhm.
make sure you stay correct to that. Now I'm all down for supporting black businesses, but nigga, come correct. Okay?
I agree. And if
It's
anybody
a
is
customer
wondering
service.
why,
It's a customer
and
service
if
thing.
anybody is wondering what's going on with Zeus, why he's having to correct himself, maybe slurring, it's because the Terramana Blanco has gotten to him. Okay, all right, it's potent. I know it is. All right.
It is, and it's so smooth. I swear to God.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, the thing with Pharrell though that kills me is, like I always says, when it comes to politicals and topics, Pharrell be on it. His lyrics
Mhm.
be light, but it's always in some type of genre that I guess most of the people do not understand.
This man was whispering high key. Support the black man, and you gotta do it, Jay.
But
You
what's
gotta do
crazy
it,
is,
Jay.
That sounds like some
That's
Kendrick Lamar shit, right?
yeah.
nah, he went
That's what
NERD. Nah, he went
he did.
NERD for real. When he
Oh,
should have
for
just
real.
went hip hop for real. That's NER.
Mhm.
That was NERD
So,
for real
so
right
you
there.
think he tried to pull like a Snoop bag, the joint with like beautiful, and then he can kind of hit the high pitched tones
I don't
and
know.
then whisper.
This might be reaching, but maybe he did it in that pitch so people would not try to get it or understand what he's really saying because the content he was saying might be detrimental to some of his business plans or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like he wanted it hidden the way he singed it in that key and everything.
Mhm.
Might be.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it
then
was like
again,
it was
actually,
purposely distorted.
nah,
Yeah.
that may be a perfect strategy because why? I mean, why have
But he
something
does that
that's
all the time.
yeah, you
He
do,
does that
and
all
then
the
you
time.
have to go back and play it. So that's giving it more plays.
Mhm.
Like for
You're
example,
listening to it. You
sooner or
now
later.
you have to actually get it in depth.
Mhm.
Like for example, sooner or later. Like that joke is a full rock song. But when you
Mhm.
listen to it, he's talking about, the stock market crashing and all of that, and the mayhem that's going on, and the government stealing money and all of that. And you don't get none of that. You just get, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
He always does that. It's like he always does that. Like I wish, like we just get a straight up rap verse or something, and he just really talk about it openly. It's almost like he don't want to talk about it openly, but he talks about it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, but I
It's
mean,
not.
overall,
So you need one of them verses like "Young Nigga Get That Dough."
yeah. You got two
Or
young niggas.
not,
You need to
even
get
his
up that
album.
road. Mhm.
Even his album. Because on the low, he had a fire album that in my mind was fire. On the
Mhm.
low, he was rapping, but the
Well, his
thing is
Gangsta Girls was fire. He was rapping on that. Let's be real.
that Wu Tang, that's one of my favorite gangster girls. That's
Mhm.
definitely in my top three. I love
Mhm.
that for real, though, with skateboards come. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's like he's trying to hide it. The song is great. Listen to the lyrics. Don't
Mhm.
be ignorant and empower yourself because Jay Z been dropping some gems to y'all for the past 3 years, and y'all ignoring them.
Pretty much, but it is what it is. People still want to hold him to his past life and what he did before. And my thing is, if somebody held, my question for everybody is, and what I'll leave everyone with is, if we held you to your past life 10 or 15 years ago, would you be where you are today? Think about your actions, think about the things that you said. Plain and simple. So with that
Hold on.
being
No.
said,
No. Say that again.
if you were held to your actions 10 to 15 years ago, okay? If you were held to your actions 10 to 15 years ago, would you be where you are today? Meaning, if somebody held you accountable, fully accountable for everything that you've said and done 10 to 15 years ago, would you be where you are today? You wouldn't, Zeus. I know you wouldn't. So there's no need to even, you can pause all you want to. Take a sip of Terramana and relax yourself. Now, to answer Lamont Young Jr., why Jay-Z won't let Nas be great, I seen that meme that was going around where it was like on 4 different occasions when Nas was dropping something, Jay ended up dropping something. At the end of the day, they had a beef. They had like a real rap beef. So at the end of the day, absolutely. When I have the opportunity to be petty, and didn't Jay-Z sign Nas at one point or got Nas to deal with Def Jam?
Yeah, he
Yeah. So
signed him.
I
yeah,
think I think I think you wanted me to argue with you so
no,
that way
I
you
know
can
you're
prove
not
this
going.
point.
I know you're
I'm
not
glad
going.
I muted because
No,
now I know
I
your
know you're not going
bullshit,
to
sir.
argue.
Okay, because you was going to bait
Ooh.
me in, and I was
Mhm.
go ahead and say, you know what? No, I
See,
might could
you're
change
a
my
heathen.
place, and then
Listen, you're
now
a
you come up
heathen.
with the facts.
You're a
Now keep
heathen.
on, now keep
You
on talking that
are a
shit, sir.
heathen.
That's an old. That's an old
Nah,
school.
Okay, you're
That's
a
that
heathen
old
like
is
school
what you
CF
are.
move. That
Like
was
I
that
ain't
Okay,
sitting
blog
here
talk
listening
radio
and
move.
shit. You
you're
know
a
what I'm
heathen is what you are. You're a
saying?
heathen. Okay.
Whatever.
All right. The Bible has definitions for
If
individuals.
anything, now I'd
You're a
rather be a
heathen.
Viking than a heathen, nigga.
You're a
Whole time.
heathen is what you are. All right.
He said,
Okay. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Like Mercedes' mother on P Valley, she would call you a heathen. That's exactly what you are. A heathen.
I don't even know who that person is, sir.
You
And
know who
You
speaking of
know what?
Mercedes is.
P
You know who
Valley,
Mercedes
and
is on P Valley.
Ooh.
just go ahead and crush this down though, because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to leave this on a somber note, and we
Mhm.
have a good 2 minutes, if anything, just to
Yeah.
make it easier for me.
No. We're not going to talk about that. Let's just do this. How about this? So, Lamont, to answer your quick question, they had a beef. Jay-Z is always going to be petty. It is what it is. Now, for other things, we do have Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez. But what I think we're going to do is with the developments and everything of that, we're going to save that for Sunday. Although I want to talk about Meg's new live post and how she implicated Tory and everything and the details of it and what people
I
need
mean,
to
I
look
think
for.
everybody want to listen to that, but the whole time you just
Absolutely.
gotta tune in, and you
Yeah,
know where to go ahead and
they
check us
have
out
to.
at.
That's
Go
it. To
ahead.
tell them. So first of all, check us out on Twitter at Too Much Show. Check us out on YouTube at Too Much Show. Then you can join all the you can join all the major podcast platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, things like that at Too Much Show Official. And we definitely
And
appreciate
I
everybody
got,
now,
tuning in.
and
I got the
now,
rundown. I got the rundown
and
for you.
now.
Go ahead.
Let's go. I was about to say, if anything, you can always make sure that you get us on Too Much Show on Twitter and YouTube as well. Yes, YouTube is back up. Our videos will be posted on there from last week. And you can get us on Too Much Show official page on Facebook and IG. Also, make sure that you get on Too Much Show official on Apple and Spotify for our playbacks. And we appreciate you. Also, we on other platforms too. You know, we got Breaker, we got Google Podcasts, yada yada yada. But we'll get into it once you get the description because you need to go ahead and tune in to Too Much Show debate group and get everything throughout the week and every day. Now, with that being said, this is Zeus the Truth, and I'm here with
MT signing off. And with me is my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. And see you Sunday, motherfuckers.
you know what it
Peace.
is.